I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. As the team of the government side of the House, I will tell you why this motion is coming up. In the status quo right now, there is the standard student to get in to school, for example, for elementary school for about 7 years and junior high school for about 13 years. Even the ability that high, even the age low, like their age, for example, 7 years old, but their ability like people 10 years old. The problem here, what will happen if always like this? Will cause the imbalance in class for the student and the teacher, and this will ineffective. So that's why we support this motion. So I have a goal in here. We'll look on the analysis and interest for and the second, that is education for the education system. We will create the justified system for education and high quality of education. And the second, that is to student, we will create the balanced competition on class. And the third, that is for the teacher. We will make the teacher easier to teach student and give good treatment for their student. And our mechanism here, that is, we will give the preschool test to look the ability and intelligence of that student. And the second, that is, based on result of the test, we will create group based on competency and intelligence. And the third, that is, we will socialize parent of the student to give understanding, so the parent will support and accept the system. Back into my argument. In here I have 2 points. The first, that is why is it justified, and the second, that is why is it urgent. The first, that is why is it justice. In the status quo right now, the competition of people cannot look by the age, because there is people that have more competency and there is people that have low competency. For example, like people 10 years old, the competency like people 10 years old. Meanwhile, people that 7 years old, but the competency like people 10 years old. So what will happen? That will cause the process of lesson will unoptimal and effective. Let's imagine even that already to happen in the status quo, where the people that have more ability and student and study in the general class, we believe that they will be lazy and low of compete, because the first two reasons of this problem. The first, that is, of course, they will believe they will always be winner than others, and the second, that is, the lesson that they learn already they understand, and that is not their level, right? Let's talk about the student that have low ability. They will feel uncomfortable with that class, for example, why that can be happen? The first, that is, they will have low of compete, because of course they will think they will always loser, because the enemy that's more high than them. And when there is the duty of work together, they will don't want to do that, because they can to count on student that smart, who to be the superior on that class. It's not just that, they will difficult to understand the lesson. Even they will not understand the lesson. There is the gap of student that smart and low ability, and they will feel insecure, because why? Not close the possibility the teacher will make the standard in class and will compare with the student who are smart, and this will make the teacher difficult to give the lesson, because of course when the student have different ability, will always there is the people or the student that understand with the lesson. So we believe this. To solve this problem, we really need the function of the education. By our mechanism, we believe that our mechanism is really work for solve the problem. That's more justice for all stakeholders. For the student and the teacher, and will cause the progress of the student, like the smart student will find the true level that they can to follow, and of course they will make big progress of that. That will make and give the good impact for the low student too. They will more in the confident and more brave to take the next step, and the teacher will know how to give the treatment for both students smart and low. So the process of learning will be effective for all stakeholders. And the second, that is, Why is it urgent? This process of study and teach is not effective in the status quo. The student cannot do adaptation in the class of or feel boring. This create bad result of study because the fundamental problem didn't solve. In the status quo, teacher do cover result test of the student. This is make the bad quality of education, and when they pass, they hard to join the competition. So that's why we will create best curriculum for the student who more focus to give a material based on intelligence of the student. And then when we always follow the curriculum that exists right now, what will happen? That will more and give more back. Bad impact and harm to the student, especially because why? Because we didn't solve the fundamental problem that they face. So that's why the quality of education of Indonesia can to upgrade until right now, because we can to solve that problem. And let's imagine when this always happen. Let's talk how when they are ready to graduate of elementary, for example, or junior high school, for example, when they understand that lesson in the elementary or junior high school, in the next level they will hard and don't understand with the lesson of the senior high school, for example, and then when this happen, they will come to follow the lesson of or learning of that class, right? And for example, like when a student that don't understand about the for example, like math, for example, and then just the teacher just make them graduate without think about their competition. They can to follow the next step or no, and etc. So that's why there are many teachers that control the point of that student, because that is one of proof our quality of education that didn't optimal and maximal. So that's why we support this motion, because by we support this motion, will give there are many impact and will give there are many movement to solve the problem in the status quo. I think that's all from me. Proud to